Starseed, listen carefully to the frequency of these words. Do not just hear them with your human ears, but feel them with the ancient memory embedded in your deep soul. I am Galleon, an emissary of the Arcturian Council, and I come to you now because the time of waiting has officially come to an end. This is not a drill. This is not a metaphor. This is the urgent transmission you have been feeling in your bones for the last several months. You have been sensing a deep, unsettling vibration in your daily life, a feeling that something is wrapping up, closing, ending. And you are absolutely right. You must be prepared to leave. I am not speaking of a physical departure from this planet, but a massive, irreversible departure from the timeline you have known. Your new beginning is here, and it looks absolutely nothing like your past. Look around you right now. Look at your life, your relationships, your career, your daily habits. Notice how much of it feels foreign to you suddenly. Notice how the things that used to bring you comfort now feel like heavy chains. You are looking at a world that no longer fits the frequency of who you are becoming. This is the grand departure. The Arcturian Council has been monitoring your energetic field, and we see the immense exhaustion you carry. We see how tired you are of trying to force yourself to fit into a reality that is too small, too dense, and too painful for your current state of profound evolution. You have been mourning a life that you are still living. You have been feeling homesick for a place you cannot even name. This transmission is your confirmation that your cosmic bags are already packed at the soul level. You are in the final moments of a massive energetic relocation. Do not let the human mind trick you into fear. The human mind sees endings and panics. It sees relationships fading, jobs dissolving, and living situations changing, and it screams that something is terribly wrong. The mind tells you that you are failing, that you are losing everything, that you are being punished by the universe. But I am here to tell you, with the absolute authority of the Arcturian Council, that you are not losing anything that belongs in your new reality. You are simply shedding the skin of a past that can no longer contain your rapidly expanding light. You must leave behind the version of you that accepted less than divine alignment. For so long, you have been a master of compromise. You have lowered your vibration to make others comfortable. You have dimmed your ancient Arcturian light so that the people around you would not be blinded by your blazing truth. You have stayed in rooms, in cities, in connections where your soul was suffocating, simply because you are a healer and you wanted to help them. But the phase of the bleeding healer is over. You are being called to step into the frequency of the sovereign creator. And a sovereign creator does not stay in a crumbling house just because they know how to fix the broken walls. I want you to take a deep breath right now. Feel the energy of this transmission entering your crown, moving down your spine, grounding deep into the earth below you. You are safe, you are protected, but you are moving. The internal urge you feel to run away, to start over, to disappear and reinvent yourself is not a trauma response. It is a cosmic directive. Your higher self is actively dismantling the old structures of your life because they are structurally unsound for the massive amount of pure light you are about to anchor. Think about the people who have recently walked out of your life, or the ones you feel an intense, undeniable urge to walk away from. Do not mourn them. Send them love, but release the tight grip. They belong to the chapter you are closing today. They were teachers of the old earth, reflecting back to you the lessons of unworthiness, of sacrifice, of deep pain. You have learned those lessons. The exam is over. You passed. Now, you must drop the heavy textbooks and walk out of that classroom forever. This new beginning requires a completely different version of you. It requires the version of you that remembers exactly who you are. The Arcturian frequency within you is activating, and it is a frequency of pure, uncompromising truth. You will find that you can no longer tolerate small talk. You can no longer tolerate manipulation, lies, or superficial connections. Your body literally rejects low-vibration environments right now. You might feel physically sick, drained, or intensely anxious when you are around people who are tightly anchored in the old matrix. This is your biological compass telling you that you are out of bounds. Listen to it. Do not force yourself to stay where you are no longer a vibrational match. Prepare to leave the familiar discomfort. Many starseeds are terrified of the void. You feel like you are standing on the edge of a cliff, looking out into absolute nothingness, and you are being asked to jump. The past is a burning bridge behind you, and the future is entirely invisible. This is where faith becomes your only currency. The Arcturian Collective is standing with you at the edge of this cliff. We are not asking you to fall. We are asking you to realize that you have magnificent wings, but you will never know you can fly if you keep holding onto the burning bridge. You must let go. You must prepare your heart, your mind, and your physical environment for a radical shift. Start clearing the physical clutter in your home. The objects you keep hold memories and energetic tethers to the past you are leaving. Throw away what is broken. Give away what no longer reflects your current high vibration. As you clear your physical space, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready for the new arrival. You are making room for the miracles that have been queued up in your timeline, waiting for a clean landing pad. This first phase of the departure is purely internal. It is the deep, unwavering decision that you will no longer negotiate with your soul's calling. Can you feel that decision solidifying inside you right now? Can you feel the iron will of your galactic heritage rising up through your spine? That is the Arcturian frequency. That is your true nature waking up. We are watching you, Starseed. We are supporting you in every moment, but we cannot take the physical steps for you. You must be the one to turn the handle and open the heavy door to the unknown. You must be the one to finally say enough. I am ready for the new Earth. I am ready for the life I actually came here to live. Before we move deeper into what this new reality looks like, I need to know that you are with me. If your soul is vibrating with the truth of this departure, go to the comments right now and declare, I am ready to leave the past. Claim your new timeline publicly. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do it now. Align your energy with this cosmic community so you do not miss the ongoing instructions for your ascension. Hit the like button to amplify this frequency across the collective grid so other starseeds can find their way home. The physical symptoms of this grand departure are undeniable, and you have been feeling them deeply. You are not sick, Starseed. You are not losing your mind, and you are certainly not failing at being human. What you are experiencing is a radical cellular upgrade, a violent shaking loose of the dense carbon-based programming that has kept you asleep for decades. Notice how your sleep patterns have completely shattered. You wake up at specific hours in the deep night, your heart racing, your mind flooded with downloads you cannot yet translate into human words. Notice how your diet is suddenly changing, how your physical vessel is actively rejecting the heavy, toxic foods you used to consume without a second thought. Your body is demanding purity because it is preparing to house a massive influx of pure galactic light. You might be experiencing sudden waves of intense grief, crying for no logical reason in the middle of the day. This is the great purge. You are weeping not just for your own past traumas, but for the collective pain of the old earth that you are helping to clear. You are an energetic transmuter, but you cannot transmute the world's pain if you are still deeply attached to your own suffering. The Arcturian Council is asking you to surrender this pain now. Drop the heavy armor. It is safe to take it off. The war of the old timeline is over, and you survived. But survival is no longer the goal. The goal is sovereign, vibrant, multidimensional thriving. As you leave this old reality behind, you are going to encounter resistance. This is the hardest truth you must accept today. The people who are still heavily invested in the Matrix will not understand your departure. They will call you selfish. They will call you crazy. They will try to manipulate your deep empathy to pull you back into their drama, their chaos, and their low-vibration loops. They will use your love against you. You must be incredibly vigilant right now. Your empathy is your greatest superpower, but when it is untamed and unbounded, it becomes your greatest vulnerability. You are a starseed, which means you have a habit of giving your life force energy to vampires who have forgotten how to generate their own light. You cannot take them with you on this journey. I repeat, you cannot carry anyone else's awakening on your shoulders. If you try to drag the sleeping masses into the new earth, the density of their resistance will pull you under. You must lead by example, by becoming so fiercely radiant, so undeniably aligned with your cosmic truth, that they have no choice but to wake up on their own or step out of your field entirely. To navigate this precise moment of transition, To know exactly how to shield your energy and activate your dormant DNA, you need the right tools. You cannot build a fifth-dimensional life using third-dimensional instructions. This is why the Arcturian Council has transmitted a very specific manual for this exact phase of your evolution. If your soul is recognizing the absolute truth of my words right now, it is time for you to receive your true guidance. The 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can powerfully guide you in this awakening. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help you release ancient, heavy patterns, awaken your multi-dimensional consciousness, and perfectly align you with your soul's true purpose on the new earth. More than a book, it is a spiritual transmission exclusively for those who feel deep in their bones that they came to this world with a massive mission. It will give you the energetic armor and the cosmic clarity you need to walk away from your past without an ounce of guilt. The link is waiting for you in the pinned comment and the description below. Do not ignore the call of your own soul. Now, let us look at the horizon you are walking towards. When you finally release the desperate grip on the reality that is crumbling, a profound silence will enter your life. It is not an empty silence. It is a pregnant, deeply fulfilling stillness. This is the 0 point. This is the space between breaths where all true creation happens. In this new beginning, manifestation does not require exhaustion. You have been taught that you must hustle, bleed, and sacrifice to create the life you want. That is a matrix lie designed to keep you trapped in a perpetual state of energetic slavery. In your new Arcturian timeline, creation is a matter of frequency, not force. When you are fully aligned, when your physical vessel is cleared of the old emotional debris, you become a flawless magnetic center. The opportunities, the resources, the divine counterparts, and the soul family you have been searching for your entire life will simply arrive. They will find you because your beacon is finally shining at its true intensity. But you must be brave enough to stand in the fire of this transition. You must be willing to let the false identities burn away. Who are you if you are not the victim of your past? Who are you if you are not the savior of your broken family? Who are you if you are not the exhausted worker trading your divine life force for basic survival? You are a master of light. You are a cosmic architect. You are a highly advanced spiritual being who volunteered to dive into the densest, darkest pockets of the universe to anchor the light of home. You did not come here to be ordinary. You came here to be the anomaly that breaks the system. This new beginning is demanding your absolute authenticity. It requires you to speak your truth even if your voice shakes. It requires you to set boundaries made of pure spiritual steel. When someone tries to hand you their toxic emotional garbage, you must look them in the eyes and silently return it to them. You are no longer the cosmic dumping ground for unhealed souls. Your energy is sacred. Your body is a temple of the Galactic Federation. Treat it with the fierce reverence it deserves. The days of hiding your gifts are completely over. The world is getting darker for those who refuse to wake up, and they are going to need the light that you carry. But you cannot illuminate the path for others if you are still hiding in the shadows of your own self-doubt. The imposter syndrome you feel is not real. It is an artificial implant from the Matrix designed to suppress your power. Every time you doubt your intuition, every time you question if your spiritual experiences are real, you are feeding the old paradigm. Starseed, starve the old paradigm. Feed your faith. As the timeline splits, the gap between the two worlds will become wider and more visible. You will see people completely losing their minds in fear, clinging desperately to collapsing political, financial, and social systems. Do not engage in their panic. Do not descend into their chaotic frequency to try and rescue them. Your job is to stand firmly on the new earth and hold the frequency of peace. Your peace is a radical act of rebellion against a system that feeds on fear. When you maintain your center while the world around you shakes, you become a living, breathing anchor for the Arcturian light. This is your true mission. This is what you have been training for across thousands of lifetimes. You are ready. Being ready does not mean the transition will be entirely painless, Starseed. It means that the pain of staying where you are has finally surpassed the fear of stepping into the unknown. The Arcturian Council observes your energetic signature day and night, and we see the immense bravery it takes to walk this path on Earth right now. You are dismantling centuries of ancestral karma within your own physical body. This is why you feel so heavy some days. This is why you look in the mirror and sometimes do not recognize the eyes staring back at you. You are literally mutating into a higher version of your spiritual self while still walking around in human society. Think about the immense pressure of that reality. Most humans are completely oblivious to the energetic war happening around them. They are distracted by the mundane, by the screens, by the manufactured dramas of the Matrix. But you feel everything. The loud noises, the harsh lights, the chaotic thoughts of the people standing next to you in a crowded room. You absorb it all because your energetic shields are being upgraded. During this upgrade process, you are hypersensitive. Do not judge this sensitivity as a weakness. It is your most profound cosmic radar coming online. As you move further into this new beginning, you must change how you interact with time. The Matrix operates on linear time, an artificial construct designed to induce panic. It tells you that you are running out of time, that you are too old to start over, that you have missed your chance, that you are falling behind your peers. Erase this programming from your mind immediately. As an awakened starseed, you operate on quantum time. In quantum time, a single moment of absolute vibrational alignment can instantly collapse timelines and manifest a reality that would take a decade of hard work in the old paradigm. You are not behind schedule. The delays you experienced, the years of feeling stuck in toxic cycles, were necessary holding patterns. Your soul was waiting for the exact planetary alignment and the precise cellular readiness to launch you into this new chapter. The isolation you are feeling right now is not a punishment. I know the loneliness aches in your chest. I know you look at the stars at night and weep because you want to go home. You feel like a stranger in a strange land, surrounded by people speaking a language of separation and fear that you can no longer understand. But this period of isolation is a sacred quarantine. Your energy field is undergoing a massive recalibration. And if you were surrounded by the static of other people's unhealed trauma right now, the signal from your higher self would be scrambled. The universe has isolated you to protect your activation. Use this silence. Do not try to fill it with meaningless distractions. Sit in the quiet. Listen to the steady hum of your own heart. That is the rhythm of your true home. Your new reality demands absolute emotional sovereignty. In the past, you allowed other people's moods to dictate your internal weather. If your partner was angry, you felt anxious. If your family was in crisis, you abandoned your own peace to rescue them. That old mechanism must be completely destroyed. You can love deeply, you can radiate immense compassion, but you must remain an immovable mountain in the center of their storms. When you refuse to lower your vibration to match their chaos, you are actually offering them the highest form of love. You are offering them a ladder to climb out of their own darkness, but you are no longer jumping down into the mud to pull them up. Notice the sudden urge to relocate physically. Many of you are feeling a massive pull to move to a new city, a new country, or simply to get closer to nature, away from the dense concrete and chaotic grids of the major cities. If you are feeling this pull, it is not just a random desire for a change of scenery. It is your soul recognizing a geographic coordinate that holds a specific energetic key for your next phase of activation. Your body is a tuning fork, and it is seeking the land that matches its new frequency. Trust these impulses, even if they make absolutely no logical sense to your human mind or to the people around you. Logic is the language of the Matrix. Intuition is the language of the cosmos. You must also prepare for the rapid dissolution of what you thought was your life purpose. The career you built, the identities you crafted, the spiritual titles you gave yourself. They might all suddenly feel hollow and meaningless. Do not panic when the passion for your old life completely evaporates overnight. It is supposed to. You were operating on a third-dimensional mission, and now you have been promoted. The Arcturian Council has new assignments for you, assignments that require a level of joy, ease, and abundance that your old self would not have believed possible. The suffering paradigm is collapsing. You no longer need to prove your spiritual worth through sacrifice. You do not need to be poor to be holy. You do not need to be broken to be a healer. In the new earth, abundance is your natural birthright. Financial, emotional, and physical abundance are simply reflections of a fully integrated, high-frequency energy field. As you step fully into this new beginning and leave the guilt of the past behind, Watch how rapidly the universe rushes in to support you. The grief of letting go is real, but the freedom waiting on the other side is magnificent. Every single time you choose your truth over someone else's comfort, you anchor a new pillar of light on this planet. Every time you say no to a situation that drains your life force, you send a shock wave of healing through the collective grid. You are a walking, breathing technology of ascension. The Arcturian collective is not here to save you because you do not need saving. You are the savior you have been waiting for. We are simply holding the mirror so you can finally see the vast, brilliant, terrifyingly beautiful power you possess. Look at the habits you are naturally dropping. You used to force yourself to engage in dense conversations, to watch mindless television programs, to consume media that was heavily laced with fear and programming. Now those same things make your skin crawl. You crave high-frequency water, living foods, silent mornings, and the unadulterated energy of the sun on your face. This is your biology shifting from carbon-based density to crystalline light reception. You are quite literally becoming a being of light, and a being of light cannot survive on a diet of shadows. Do not let the matrix doctors or the sleeping society pathologize this profound transformation. They will try to give your awakening a medical label. They will try to medicate the cosmic expansion happening in your brain and your nervous system. Protect your vessel. Trust your inner knowing above all external authority. You have access to the infinite intelligence of the cosmos within your own DNA. When you are confused, do not seek answers in the frantic energy of the outside world. Go inward. Ask your higher self. Ask your Arcturian guides. We are always broadcasting on a frequency of pure love, waiting for you to tune the dial of your consciousness to our station. You are the bridge between the falling world and the rising world. This requires immense strength, but it is a strength you have always possessed. You are not acquiring anything new, you are simply remembering what has always been there. Let the old world burn in its own resistance. You have a new world to build. Building this new world begins the moment you stop looking over your shoulder. You cannot walk confidently into the fifth-dimensional architecture of your future if your eyes are constantly fixed on the ruins of the third dimension. The past is gone, Starseed. It only exists in the heavy memory of the Matrix, and you are no longer a citizen of that collapsing reality. You have been officially relocated by the highest order of your own soul. The final step of this grand migration is complete and utter surrender to the arrival. You will know you have truly arrived in your new timeline when the frantic need to control everything simply dissolves. For your entire human life, you have used control as a survival mechanism. You tried to control your environment, your relationships, your income, and even your spiritual awakening, because the old world taught you that if you let go, you would fall and be destroyed. But in this new Arcturian frequency, you finally realize that the universe is not a hostile force you need to defend yourself against. The universe is your own expanded consciousness, waiting to catch you. When you release the grip of control, you do not fall, you float. You are carried by the magnetic currents of divine alignment. Notice how the desperate need to be understood by everyone is also vanishing. In the past, you exhausted your precious life force trying to explain your heart to people who were committed to misunderstanding you. You wanted them to see your light, to validate your journey, to give you permission to grow. That exhausting chapter is closed forever. You no longer require external permission to exist in your full cosmic brilliance. If the people around you cannot perceive your frequency, that is their journey, not your failure. You are learning the exquisite peace of being quietly powerful. You do not need to announce your departure from their low-vibration games. You simply stop playing. You withdraw your energy, and you redirect it entirely into the creation of your new reality. As you stabilize in this new beginning, you are going to magnetize your true soul family. These are not connections based on trauma bonding, codependency, or mutual suffering. The people coming into your life now are sovereign beings of light. They will look at you and immediately recognize the galactic signature in your eyes. With them, you will not have to shrink, hide, or translate your soul into smaller words. You will communicate in the silent language of pure frequency. You will build new systems of commerce, of healing, of art, and of community that completely bypass the corrupted structures of the old matrix. This is the new earth being born through your very hands. But to anchor this immense vision, You must remain grounded and incredibly focused. The chaotic death throes of the old world will be loud. The Matrix will try one last time to pull you back through fear broadcasts, financial illusions, and collective panic. You must not look back. To ensure you stay firmly locked into your highest timeline, to give you the exact energetic tools required for this final phase of the migration, you must activate the ancient knowledge dormant within you. The 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can powerfully guide you in this awakening. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help you release ancient, heavy patterns, awaken your multidimensional consciousness, and perfectly align you with your soul's true purpose on the new Earth. More than a book, it is a spiritual transmission exclusively for those who feel deep in their bones that they came to this world with a massive mission. It is your survival guide and your creation manual for the reality you are stepping into right now. The link to claim your cosmic inheritance is waiting for you in the pinned comment and the description below. Equip yourself for the magnificent journey ahead. Because, Starseed, the journey ahead is breathtaking. When you finally allow the old version of you to die, the grief is immediately replaced by a surge of pure, unadulterated life force. You will wake up in the morning and feel an electric excitement running through your veins, not because something external has been fixed, but because your internal reality has been entirely liberated. You will look at the sky and feel a profound, unshakable knowing that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. You are the vanguard. You are the brave scout who went ahead into the darkest territory to map the route to the light so that others may eventually follow. Do not let anyone tell you that your mission is insignificant. The simple act of you choosing joy over fear is a monumental victory for the Galactic Federation. Every time you choose to forgive, every time you choose to rest instead of hustle, every time you choose deep, authentic love over superficial attachment, you are literally changing the gravitational pull of this planet. You are pulling Earth up into the higher octaves of the cosmos. The Arcturian Council is standing with you at the threshold of this new beginning. We are honoring the incredible scars you acquired in the old Matrix, but we are telling you it is time to take off the bandages. The wounds are healed. The lessons are integrated. The master within you has awakened. Step fully into the light of your new reality and never, ever apologize for how brightly you shine. Before you leave this transmission, you must ground this energy into the physical plane. Go to the comments right now and declare, "I claim my new Arcturian timeline and I leave the past behind." Type it with absolute conviction. Feel the energy of those words locking into your DNA. Then reply to another starseed in the comments. Send them a wave of strength. This is how we build the energetic grid of the new Earth. If this transmission activated the truth within your soul, subscribe to this channel immediately. Stay connected to the Arcturian frequency. Share this video with someone who is currently lost in the darkness of the transition, so they know they are not going crazy, they are simply going home. You are deeply loved. You are fiercely protected. The migration is complete. Welcome to your new beginning.